What's going on, guys? Sharp Reacts back with another video. I wanted to give like an underrated video today. My boy Darius Garland. If you don't know him, Cleveland Cavaliers. Kind of came out of high school. I think he went to the G League. The game comes so easy to bro. Like you can tell. Like, and he's only what 6'1". The way he glides on the court, it gives me similar verses of like Steve Nash. But it seems like he's more quicker. He's a little more twitchier. His shot is flawless, and like the way he kind of you can tell like he's super comfortable with the game and how he picks his spots. And he's only 6'1". Like I said, like he'll go against like other players and he'll go in the lane, have that little floater tip, the runners, the side shots, the lean back fadeaways. Darius Garland is definitely a guard that I won't even say watch out for the future. I will say he will be now. Obviously you got Ja Morant and you got the other guys, Shea obviously too, but this guy is seriously underrated, and I feel like he doesn't get his flowers enough. Even I know he's an all-star, but I still feel like he doesn't get his flowers enough because he plays on the Cleveland Cavaliers, of course, and he's behind Donovan Mitchell, which Donovan Mitchell is going to get the shine regardless. But yeah, the market he's in and the team he's on, like I feel like he doesn't get as much shine, or he doesn't get enough credit for what he does. Because if he was on the Lakers, the Celtics, or maybe like the Warriors, and he was doing what he was doing, he'd be easily considered like one of the best players in the league. Bar none, he would get Darius Garland. I think he'd pay that man. That's all I'm gonna say. But let's watch his clips. Oh, my fault, Maximilian. Shout out to you, bro. This is a, you know what I mean. He makes like some of the best videos. I think it's like favorite players like Vince Carter. But yeah, shout out to him, man.
You are watching a master at work.
The game comes so easy to this guy. Like, it's crazy.
Watched by Covington. Garland fires. Hey! That picture said it all. Garland.
He knows where his teammates is going to be.
Garland fires.
He already knew.
Cooking on the offensive end of the floor. Garland stops, fires an 18-footer. He's got it. Oh, dumps back to Garland. Garland works on Regis. A good crossover move. High off the window.
A lot of guards. I try to tell kids now, practice those high. I don't care how tall you are. Practice those high shots now, because the higher the level you get, the only harder it's going to get to even get those shots up, because you're going to be playing with 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guys. And where I'm from in my town, like a lot of people are like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", sometimes every now and then 6'4". You may have that one blue moon of a guy that's like maybe 6'6", 6'8", 6'9", but for the most part, everybody here is like 6'1", 6'2", and all are athletic. I will tell them to practice those high arc shots a lot, because you can't I'm from Sumter, so Ja Morant came from here. Ja Morant is definitely kind of a dime a dozen because his athleticism is so ridiculous. There's people here are athletic, but not as athletic as Ja. So if you can't play above the rim that much, try to find a way to, you know what I'm saying, play above the rim without dunking, and that's the high arc shots. That's the picking your spots. That's getting separation. That's every now and then, if you gotta, you know what I'm saying, working on your, instead of like actually trying to float, you know what I'm saying, get a little quick twitch in there, like practice those every day. Practice the shots that you wouldn't normally practice. Don't shoot all the time, but I would say practice the uncomfortable shots, as I would say, because those are the shots you're going to most likely take in games where it's like people are going to make, you know what I'm saying, people are going to be on you. So this guy here, he has everything in his back.
6 minutes of play.
Amazing.
Garland from deep. He's got it.
the way it comes off his hand, it's like it's a soft touch. It's definitely that's tough. I think that was a travel. Yeah, that was a travel. But it was so quick. But it's so quick. It's so quick.
Garland off the Davis feed. Underneath. Got to step on Thomas. He'll scoop to the basket.
Nice. See, high arc. Change the direction.
Wow. Two of the nets.
Stopping on the dog.
Garland on the move.
Yup. He sold that one pretty well.
Here in the half. Garland gets inside Mulder. Dishes to Allen. Allen lands it. The Euro step. Allen loves the block. Here goes Garland.
Yeah.
Garland to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Keeps his dribble. Bounces inside to Allen. Down the line. Scored more on the road this year.
Oh, see, look, he got nice move. Nice move. Yeah, he's got the same size player on him. Just really well. Has the guy on his hip.
2 seconds left. Garland.
Ooh,
Oh my.
that's underrated. That's very underrated. That's that. I call that shot the T-Mac. The T-Mac used to do that. That's in order to shoot deep like that. He used to jump up like that and then land softly with the one leg. I learned that from T-Mac. That's how I used to shoot. Even though I'm left-handed, like I used to watch a lot of T-Mac. Every now and then, D-Wade I used to watch more for driving, but T-Mac, who else I used to watch a lot? I used to watch how Ray Allen's form would be at the top. T-Mac's landing, T-Mac. I used to practice T-Mac shot all the time, and I think a lot of kids do nowadays too. Like you can see, like he'll, you know what I mean? He'll gather himself and then he'll pull up, make sure he goes up both high with both his like boom, and then like land with one leg down. I think that's it's a good shot to have. You got a guy like that that can just grab, like Allen, that can just get it from anywhere. It's crazy.
Garland for the tie. Yes, sir.
Those opportunities can't give him second chances.
Another. Darius. Pressured by Mitchell. Got a half step. Uses a window. Garland angles off an Allen screen. Got the Subaru on his back. Leans, twists, flows with the left hand, and gets the shot clock down to 6. Jones switches on to Garland. Garland going to work, crossed him over. What a move. Garland fires it.
You want that 7-foot designation as Mobley gets it. Some guys don't want to be listed at 7 feet.
Kevin Garnett never wanted to be listed at 7 feet.
Rubio to Mobley. Mobley in the high post. Gives to Garland. Back goes Mobley and Mobley.
Man, that's a big boost for a team.
That's tough. That's a hard. Go back. That's a hard move. The move sideways, legs leaning like a dirt wave, and then just put it up. Cause like in order to make that shot, you kind of have to shoot. You don't shoot straight. You kind of shoot a little side. Like you kind of shoot. When you're moving like that, you have to make sure that the arm stays intact when you're shooting. Like it's not because if you try to shoot like when you're moving like that, then it's not gonna be right. But you kind of have to arc it a little bit because you know you're moving, and then you're trying to make sure you're going to the rim, but at the same time, like when you're shooting it, if you would shoot still, you shoot like this. So you don't shoot still and then do that. You have to kind of you move, but your hand doesn't move. So that tough shot, bro. Tough shot.
Oh my word, Garland, Mobley, you have to be.
The pass is just crazy. See, he's already a threat when he shoots. So when he's actually look like he's about to gather his shot, you see he does the little I call it the Kyrie leg drag, the foot drag. He does the Kyrie foot drag. And then he's got his guy look foot drag. Yep. And boom. You got your guy right there. You know where he likes the ball. That one. Easy. And it's off hands. That's tough. Off.
Rejected. Garland arrives on the scene, gets to Mobley. Oh, what a hustle play there.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. 50-50 ball.
Garland splits a double.
Dash.
To Allen. Allen floats it.
Pick your player.
Arizona State on the court for the first time. Another 10-day contract.
I like this game. Just very active for his size, very athletic.
I just want to say this. I think New York would have still been together if they could have kept Allen. If they could have kept Afro Samurai, I think they would have stayed together because he's so highly. This team is full of highly underrated players. They just added Donovan Mitchell. Now, with Donovan Mitchell that year, they had to get the little chemistry together, of course. And then Caris LeVert, I mean, he was doing well. But this team is, other than Donovan Mitchell, well, Donovan Mitchell does have a chip on his shoulder, but this team is full of highly underrated players that just don't care really who scores. I say Donovan Mitchell kind of brought them back just a little bit, I think. Because he scored like 60 or something in the game. I think, personally, I will say that's not meant for this team. I say Donovan Mitchell scoring 30 every night would be meant for this team. Because, at the same time, you got to keep the ball in Darius Garland's hands, bro. Because he'll find you. I think Donovan can get 35 with Darius having the ball in his hands more. Cause he knows who his players are. He knows to pick his spots. And he can get his in any given moment when everybody else is getting dominated. But I think you gotta let him stay point, bro. You gotta let him be him. I think that's. You gotta let Darius be Darius. That's all I gotta say, bro. Cause bro's a dog. That's all I gotta say.
Garland.
If it goes.
He knew that was going in.
A block is possible in this
He works on
possession.
this game a lot. You can tell.
Garland. Unless they get an easy take like that.
There's NBA players you look at.
Here's Garland in the open floor.
You they don't look like they work on the game. He looks like he worked on his game. And some of them don't even have to work on the game because they got talent like that.
As quickly as he did, allowed him time.
You can tell he works on his game. Oh, look at that, bro. Come on.
Fill it up. Garland pokes it away from behind. Love.
The defense is there too.
Over the shoulder. Drops to a corner. Oh my! Garland working on Edwards. Garland, a mirror.
I think they got rid of Colin Sexton just for the growth of him.
A good defensive effort that time. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully,
He didn't run into no man's
I love
land that
Donovan
time.
Mitchell because he's another
Look
dude in my
from Garland.
opinion
He's flushing.
that can shoot a little better.
Look away, and touch.
Allen has himself.
I just hope it doesn't hinder Darius too much.
Garland crosses over door, gets
That's
knocked
tough.
down. What a shot by Darius Garland. Step back three, drew a foul. Hand on it. Back it goes to Garland. Garland fakes a three, fires a three, nails a three.
Oh, that was big time. Big shot.
Tough.
3 to go in the half. Garland works on Holiday. Lost it for a moment. Shovels to Mobley. Oh,
Good pass too.
what
Good
a
back there.
dazzling pass by Garland. And how about the finish?
Portis was lacking.
Who had a
He
hand
was
on
lazy.
the rebound, poked away, and Garland has it.
Oh yeah.
Lobs it.
Never coached, by the way, in his 26 seasons.
You can tell he's fun to play with.
Garland high on glass.
Oh, Darius Garland. Up and over. Finals. Good move by Garland.
Pressure on the inbound. Got to get it to your teammate.
Garland going past everybody.
Shots have gone down, 7 points, and we are tied. Garland down the lane.
Oh, man.
Third quarter lull.
No.
Garland
Nice
on the
pass.
lob and another dunk.
Fine. You got to get more. Force them to have to
Double
defend the
cut. Yep, cut.
Garland down the alley.
He could throw the alley too.
He's in the first unit. It makes too many guys stand around.
Here's Garland again, off the glass.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Good
Garland
move.
scoops, scores, and draws a foul on
Garland, all strong drive. Into the teeth of the defense. What a touch. Makes the catch. Keeps it away from man. Garland fires a three. Oh, what a shot by Darius Garland. Whoa! 109 lead. We approach the 2-minute mark. Garland stops. Garland blocks. And Garland. Garland right down the lane. Watches it score 129. Garland gets past Gordon. Scoops and scores. Cavaliers 102. Nuggets. Wow,
nice pass. I saw that one too.
Garland goes over Stewart. Stops. Fires. What a dandy.
He's light. Change of direction is crazy. Change of direction is crazy. Like, boom, boom.
And has a chance for the three-point play.
The big fella stepping.
He glides on the court.
Lakers by 6. Garland inside, hangs, banks, and scores. Man.
Hey, he can just
Making up for missed times with these shot attempts.
Why not?
Only thing that may hurt him is maybe defense.
Works in toward Caruso. Puts it up with the left hand and gets it.
He may switch on him for like LeBron, maybe. Or like
Puts it up and he puts it in.
somebody that's taller, Devin Booker, that's not good.
The Let's Go Cavs chant is definitely here inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Step back three. Garland knocks it down.
Pulls it down. And then Toppin nearly came up with the steal.
Good job by Garland, not fouling quick, and now another
He walks into it. I like that. He's comfortable. He's comfortable. He's comfortable.
That's the key to being creative. There it is.
And now Fournier had it stripped. Here comes LeVert. Sims hustling back.
Nice pass.
Slams it
He's
down.
unselfish.
Razzle dazzle.
Everybody
by
get
the
theirs.
Cavaliers.
He's one of those players that you would just, you love to play, and you love to play with so much, you'll actually end up watching him and you'll be like, oh, okay, he's doing that. And then you realize, oh, he passes.
Then you got Kevin and Kyrie. Close this out strong.
Garland. Cavaliers getting out to run.
Don't even touch him. Like,
Garland shifting gears.
it's soft. It's soft.
Playoff game doesn't count as playoff records as Garland springs free.
for Durant, but 11 assists and a block, and we got a much better start. Mavs were down by 20 after the first quarter in Brooklyn the other night.
Floppy action, and he could be aggressive off of that.
Oh, nice. Oh, Darius Garland with some magic.
Rondo with a foul down the other end.
5-point game with 2 minutes to play. Garland, jump shot. It's good. Darius Garland drills it.
Salute Maximilian, man. His videos are great. But shout out to DG. Bro is, like I say, the game comes easy to him. You can see like how he processes things. Like, it's almost like he uses the game as his playground. He gets where he wants to play. He gets where he wants to go. Do whatever he pleases. The fadeaways, the side shots are crazy. The runners, the floaters. He can pretty much get to anywhere he wants to get on the court, so he can make that extra. So he can make the pass to the big man. And the big men know when to cut, when he's cutting, when he's making his move. Evan Mobley, Allen, all those guys. Shout out to DG, man, because his game is super underrated. His game is what a premier point guard is. Like, I have to say that. And yeah, man, like, of course people want to look at the shots and stuff, like Steph and all those other guys, the dunks, the blocks every now and then. But like the game like this is what a lot of kids can mimic, because one, he's 6'1", which is most of the male population. I mean, not most of the male population, but it's like plausible for the male population, for the male basketball population demographic or whatever. And how he just moves flawlessly on the court, and you didn't even see one dunk. I mean, Steph, you can actually, but like, you're not everybody. I mean, I see everybody's pulling up from 40 and 50 feet, but like, that takes time. This right here, it's doable. This right here is doable. If you take the little things in your game and then you add an extra second to it, and he's light, he can pick his spots. This is the kind of game that a lot of coaches would bring tape after, because for a point guard, because he makes his teammates better. You know, I don't even have to look at the statistics on the plus minus, because you know when he gets on the court it's a plus, because his assist to turnover ratio is probably through the roof. Him, like Chris Paul, Rondo, like those are, if we're talking point guards, then those are the kind of guards you would want to play for or have on your team if you're a coach, and if you're a player that just wants to, you know, kind of have fun, not somebody that plays for somebody that's just scoring 40 every night. Shout out to UDG. That's all I gotta say, man. Anyway, I'm done. See y'all later. Peace.